Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Big O 2019 tournament. My name is Hazenberg.
And I am Loose Change.
And we're here to bring you the second game here on Track 3, Lane County Concussion versus
the Chinook City Roller Derby.
The Glenmore Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, look at that.
That explains their coach's Tarantino theme today.
Indeed.
So we've got just over a minute to go. And once again, my name is Hazenberg.
I'm still Loose Change.
Are you having a good Big O so far, Loose Change?
So far, so good. I have gotten to cuddle a baby, and now I get to announce with you. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good start to any tournament, I say.
Exactly.
So our teams are still finishing up their warm-ups, but we've got our rosters right in front of us. For Lane County, 010 Dragon Balls, 13 Photobomb, 23 Showtime, 321 Psychotic Angel, 50 Hot Fuzz, 607 Goldie Noxious, 76 Dropkick Daisy, 99 Defensive Destroyer, 12 Dr. Multiclass PhD, 17 Austin, 2612 Scooby Smack, 42 Grimes, 53 Mr. Large, 69 Dr. B, and 969 Cutthroat Callie. You want to do Chinook?
I can't talk quite as fast as you.
Many years of practice.
In white, the Chinook City Glenmore Reservoir Dogs, 00 Dodger Balls, 2104 Nailbender, 468 Baywop, 52 Null, or Dev Null, set is 7571 Shock, 789 Van Awesome, 93 is Doug Drillmore, 11 is the Herminator, 403 is Riceball, 514 is She's Hell, 73 Mad Piper, 76 Mr. Blue, 87 Ladybeard, and 98 Show Me Your Hits.
All right, we're just waiting for the official start here.
All of the officials
Our
are
coaches.
getting ready. All of the teams are getting ready. The announcers are ready.
I've been ready. We're very ready. I want to give a shout out to everybody listening and watching at home. This is a hybrid stream, which means that the house audio is also going out to all of our friends and viewers on the internet. Hashtag Derby Twitter and also hashtag Big O 2019. Put that in all your tournament posts about us. We will be reading those, especially the ones that are about me.
I mean, we'll be reading them, but to ourselves. At least I will be.
And we're getting set up for our first jam. On the line for Lane City, number 42, Grimes.
And that is 403 Riceball.
Grimes busts out front and is your lead jammer. Wow, and Grimes trying to make his way through, juking left and right, and completes for a full 4 points. A 4-point bear claw is what we call that back at home when the fingers are spread apart.
Donuts. So Riceball reporting to the penalty box. Looked like that was a track cut, I believe.
Yep. And Grimes putting up 4 on his second score pass. Lane County currently scoring with impunity in this power jam. Grimes through with a spin move for another 4. But it looks like Riceball is out of the box and looking to mix it up. Both of them just dipping and diving around blockers here. Oh, Grimes leaps over Riceball.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Riceball earns a penalty in the process.
Grimes finding that inside line, goes to the outside and calls it off, but not before putting, let's see, how many is that? 19 points on the board in this first jam. Grimes, wanting to make a splash and does so.
Yep, 19 points in that first jam, like you said. 19-0, in fact. And now we've got Dr. B, number 6'9", on the line for Lane County.
Rice Ball starting in that penalty box with another one of his friends from Chinook City.
Dr. B zaps off the Derby Warehouse jam line and tries to make the leap at turn 2, gets recycled back. Rice Ball's out of the box. Both jammers fighting in the back.
And with that, that's a track cut being assessed to Dr. B. So we have no lead jammer, full 2 minutes. And with that, I was going to say Rice Ball was able to get through, but then, of course, because I was going to talk about it, it didn't happen. Rice Ball was hit to the inside, recycled to the back of that pack.
And then he dances around, trying to re-enter the attack. Dr. B trying to come around for some points. No points scored thus far in this jam, but Rice Ball gets through and puts up a 4-point shark spin. Dr. B still being held back. This is Rice Ball's chance to make up for some of the ground that they lost in the first jam. Ooh, Rice Ball absorbs hit after hit, makes it through. Both jammers putting up 4 points in the sky.
And there we end first full 2-minute jam.
Woo!
And only 4 points. Rice Ball did pick up 8 points in total that jam. That was some hard fought points happening right there.
And that was indeed some intense roby-doby happening there. And we've got number, looks like, all right, we can't see it from here because they're both hunched over. All right, that's 7571 Shock for Chinook City.
And that is 5-0 Hot Fuzz for Lane County Concussion. Both with the stars.
And Hot Fuzz is your lead jammer. Let's hope he doesn't get some red on him. Shock is also through to complete initial. Up, Fuzz getting signal to the penalty box. All right, and Chinook has got Shock out front, grabbing 4 in the sky, throwing up that shark spin. Da-da, da-da.
So Shock from Chinook, so far with 4 points.
And Hot Fuzz busts through for a 4-point bear claw in the air. A bear in the air. Oh, a low block penalty being issued to Shock from Chinook. Making this once again a power jam for the Lane County Concussion. Some lovely agility work on the part of Hot Fuzz, but it's not enough to keep him from going out of bounds. He's recycled almost all the way back to the pivot line.
Pack sort of just standing there waiting for the full 2 minutes to end.
And this game brought to you by the WFTDA. If you want more information on the WFTDA Continental Cups or their hosts, check out WFTDA.com/cups. I personally am hoping to get on the announce crew for Winston-Salem this year because that's the weekend of my 40th birthday.
Ooh.
Hashtag old. Hashtag Derby announcer.
And so that is 53, Mr. Large out there with the star for Lane County Concussions.
That's right. Shock is in the box, but it looks like he is on his feet. But Mr. Large fighting around these big white blockers like the neckties on their jerseys.
Fight he does and wins, picking up that lead jammer.
And we've had our first star pass of the game on Chinook City.
That is 73, Mad Piper, who is now Chinook's jammer.
It looks like 2 more points picked up by Lane County before the end of the jam. Score is currently 33 to 15 in favor of the local lads and lasses of Lane County.
8 minutes into this first half, both of these teams, jammer here, jammer there, rolling into that penalty box. Doug Drillmore with the star for Chinook.
And 4-2 Grimes getting the lead position for Lane County.
Grimes making that way through that outside line, calling it off. Looks like Grimes picked up 4 points.
It's 4
But
in
Doug
this.
Drillmore was able to pick up 1 as well.
All right, go him. 1 is better than none, I always say.
Little high fives and huggins going on.
403 Rice Ball back on the line for Chinook.
Going up against 69, Dr. B for the concussion. Rice Ball shuffled to that outside, having to recycle almost to that apex between 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Dr. B hit to the outside, having to recycle behind the pivot line.
Oh,
And that
nice.
is Dr. B with a lead jammer.
Oh, Dr. B coming through on the inside. Beautiful footwork as he puts 4 in the sky.
Rice Ball currently in the penalty box, so this is Dr. B's opportunity to pick up some points. Another 4 for Dr. B. Dr. B hit to that inside. Takes a little spill, but calls it off as a Rice Ball was released from that penalty box. If my eyes serve me correctly, the penalty box is empty, which means we will have a full contingent of skaters for both teams out there.
And 5-0 Hot Fuzz on the gem line now for Lane County. 7571 Shock with the star for Chinook City. And Hot Fuzz is your lead jammer.
Shock coming up against that tripod of Lane County concussion skaters in front.
So we've got one of the Chinook blockers off to the box. But Shock is through.
Not only through, but through with a giant smile on his face.
I'd smile too if I had just accomplished that massive act of shoving. And Hot Fuzz takes a spill, calls it from the floor. That's the end of the jam. 4 points picked up by Lane County. It looks like 2 points picked up by Chinook at the end of that one.
With 18 minutes remaining in this first half, 55 Lane County Concussion, Chinook's 18. On the jam line, we've got, that is 53 Mr. Large for the Concussion. Going up against 93, that is Doug Drillmore for Chinook.
I believe this is Doug Drillmore's second time on the jam line this game?
If not third, absolutely.
But Mr. Large lives up to the name and is lead jammer.
Now it just turns into a foot race.
The blockers are bracing to get those two walls of Doug.
So Doug Drillmore
Can't
goes
speak.
to the inside. The other jammer goes to the outside.
I lost my ability to speak English for a moment there, Luz.
It happens.
It does, especially to me.
It
But
happens
it's
to
all
everyone.
good. We're getting back into it. 4-0-3 Rice Ball on the line for Chinook.
And 4-2, that is Grimes for Lane County.
Timeout being called. Looks like official timeout, perhaps.
So this is a jammer rotation that we've seen, I think, at least 3 times now of a Rice Ball going up against Grimes.
Absolutely. And, while we've got a little break here, I do want to mention the Big O is brought to you in part by the acclaimed Rydell Solaris. Solaris is a performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. I tried a couple of those on at RollerCon last year, and
Ooh.
So comfy, so comfy.
I know there's a lot of my friends that skate that swear by their Solaris.
It's a good one. Looks like we're getting ready to come back in out of our timeout. That's still...
There's the Not Your Whistle whistle.
Looks like we're starting with a power jam here. Rice Ball on the jam line all by himself.
In this case, I think you want to be all by yourself.
Rice Ball is your lead jammer. It looks like Mr. Large sitting in the box. This is a good opportunity for Chinook to eat up some of this space on the penalty board. Rice Ball blasting through to the defense, throwing that 4-point shark's fin in the sky, according to Jam Ref Wookie Mistake.
Rice Ball giving his teammates a little bit of a signal for some assistance.
I love seeing good track communication.
Meanwhile,
Mr. Large is out of the box and trying to fight front. Oh, and is back off to the box on a track cut.
as per the announcer's curse.
Rice Ball through for another 4. Sharky points. Do, 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 do.
No.
No, absolutely not. I'm sorry.
You can call it a fin all you'd like, but I refuse to let you sing that song.
And that's another shark's fin in the air. Rice Ball is racking up the points here. It's been a 12-point jam for him so far. This being a double power jam certainly doesn't hurt. Oh, beautiful, beautiful hit.
Nice hit there. Combination, that was number 3-1, a Psychotic Angel.
Oh, that was just gorgeous, gorgeous work on the part of Psychotic Angel.
So it was Scooby Smack and Psychotic Angel there that were able to take care of that nice little hip pop.
All right, we got Shock back on the line for Chinook.
And Grimes back on there for Lane County.
Oh, and Shock lays a hit on Grimes, but then tries to go through the inside, takes a spill to the floor. Grimes comes through on the outside and grabs the lead jammer.
Grimes coming up against those Chinook blockers. Clears it, picks up a quick couple of points, 4 points there, and calls it off. Doug Drillmore with the star going up against Dr. B.
And there they go.
With that whistle, they are released.
Drillmore attempted to come through on the inside. Now he's on the outside. Dr. B tried to go right up through the middle. Was recycled back to the jam line by 00 Dodger Balls.
A little bit of fancy footwork there on that apex by Doug Drillmore. A little front side, backside. And Doug Drillmore picked up that lead jammer.
Chinook have really been resurgent here in the last few jams. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going. But we've got a star pass on Lane County to Defensive Destroyer, who gets around Doug Drillmore, but Drillmore calls it off, putting up 4 points at the end of the jam. 60-39 currently in favor of Lane County.
So this is a 21-point differential right now with just over 12 and a half minutes remaining in this first half.
403 Rice ball up onto the jam line again for Chinook.
And that is Hot Fuzz. It would help if I looked at the numbers appropriately to actually give me the names.
All right, it looks like Hot Fuzz is your lead jammer.
Hot Fuzz finds that nice little outside line, skates through, picks up a quick 4 points.
You see all the blockers reforming around turn 2. Trying so hard to catch Hot Fuzz. We got 7-3 Mad Piper.
That is 7-8-9 Van Awesome.
Who picks up a penalty for his block attempts, allowing Hot Fuzz to get through and put 4 points up. They've had a star pass to 7-3 Mad Piper on Chinook. But Hot Fuzz gets through one more time, calls off the jam. 4 more points in the sky for Lane County.
Remember how I said it was only a 21-point differential? It's not
I do
that
remember
anymore.
that. Yes. Yes, no indeed.
Mr. Large out there with the star for Lane County Concussion.
7571 Shock with the star for Chinook.
Both jammers coming up against those tripods and just doing their darndest to try to break through.
Oh, and Shock is through to get lead.
Dr. Large hit to that inside, recycles.
Oh, Shock takes a spill. That looked like that hurt. Oh, watching the way his leg twisted made my knee hurt on that one. Ouch. But he is up and strong, but calling it off. Looks like 2 points picked up by both jammers at the end of that one. Peace signs in the skies from both of our jam refs.
2 points each.
Those jam refs, as you can see on the stream, are Wookiee Mistake and X-Ray Jed.
Number 42, Grimes, out there for the Concussion.
9-3, Doug Drillmore with the star for Chinook. And Doug Drillmore is almost your lead jammer, but Grimes sneaks it away from him. They exited the pack almost simultaneously. It was really a bit of a photo finish happening there. And now they're just trying to lap each other. All right, Grimes successfully gets around Doug Drillmore despite absorbing his shoulder from Drillmore. And Grimes tries to come through on the inside with the apex jump, and he's through, calling it off as soon as he touches the floor. 2 points in the sky for Lane County. Beautiful work on the part of Grimes.
There was a nice fancy little foot race happening when both of them got out at the same time, and it was just a matter of who was going to, was it going to be called off because they wanted to or because they were getting just a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, I love seeing a good jammer race. And now we got Dr. B versus Rice Ball. Rice Ball gets the lead position. Dr. B once again giving us that jammer versus jammer race that we wanted. Rice Ball throws Dr. B to the inside, forces him to recycle.
Dr. B had a beautiful little apex jump over there.
And Rice Ball calls it off. No points for anybody on that jam.
7.5 minutes. Lane County Concussion 76, Chinook City 41.
1-7 Austin up to the jam line for the first time in this game for Lane County.
But that is Shock. And 7-5, 7-1 for Chinook.
Well, it is a brawl on turn one. But Austin takes a little apex hop on turn two and gets the lead position. Shock is also out of the back. Number 1-3 photobomb off to the box for Lane County.
And as Shock is coming up, it does get called. Lane County picking up 3 points there, holding Chinook scoreless.
.50 Hot Fuzz on the jam line now for Lane County.
93 Doug Drillmore for Chinook. Both jammers right off the line, stuck behind those walls. Looks like that Doug Drillmore, though, picking up that lead jammer and then hit to the outside, recycling all the way back. Calling it off.
Can we?
Realizing that Hot Fuzz already had cleared, was potentially going to be scoring points. Gotta be smart.
So can we take a moment to appreciate that, knowing that they were about to play the Reservoir Dogs, Lane County's coaches all cosplayed as Quentin Tarantino characters, specifically Kill Bill characters.
So I feel like I've seen them do that before. That is number 5-3, Mr. Large, out there with the star for the Concussion.
And 403 Rice Ball with the star for Chinook.
Oh, that was 2104 Nail Bender. Having some great track awareness and getting that track cut penalty called on Mr. Large. Or no, excuse me, that was Rice Ball. No, it was.
Rice Ball through to grab the lead position.
It's still early. I can use that excuse, right? It's not.
Rice Ball battling his way through, trying to get out.
However, waiting for him at the top of that pack are all of those blockers for Lane County.
Mr. Large sneaks through the pack out of the penalty box. It's been a high penalty game for these jammers so far. We got just 4 minutes left in our first half here, but this game is so exciting. I feel like we could just call this all day. Currently 81-45 in favor of the Lane County Concussion. 4-2 Grimes up to the line.
I want to say a big shout out to our social media team. They are working all weekend to bring you the live tweets, live feeds, and Facebook coverage throughout the whole entire Big O 2019 event.
7571 Shock with the star for Chinook, but Grimes is out and grabs the lead. Oh, Shock takes a big hit from, looks like 2612 Scooby Smack. Gets recycled back. Grimes getting pulled way back past our Derby Warehouse jam line. I have never seen a jam go this far backwards before. I think they may have forgotten what game they're playing here. And Shock and Grimes both drawn all the way back to the pivot line after a full rotation around the track.
There was a whistle.
Shock pulled back again by 2612 Scooby Smack. Oh, Grimes almost makes his way through. Takes a big hit from 7-6 Mr. Blue. And Grimes dashes through on the inside. 4 points for Lane County.
4 points going the proper Derby direction at that.
Yeah, they're playing the right game now. Think they figured out. Oh, Grimes putting a huge shoulder on number 7-6 Mr. Blue. But putting up 4 points in the process. 969 Cutthroat Cali off to the box on a forearm penalty.
And with that, we've had a star pass that is Show Me Your Hits, ending this jam for Chinook.
That Show Me Your Hits is first time wearing the Jammer Star in this game so far.
That was some fun backwards roller derby.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
The whole entire track.
Just like totally clockwise. 9-3 Doug Drillmore with the star on for Chinook, and we're getting a timeout being called.
And
Official timeout.
And that timeout looks like it's done.
And visit derbywarehouse.com for all your Derby gear needs with free shipping and free returns. Ooh, free shipping. I'm into it.
Doug Drillmore out there with the star for Chinook, picking up that lead jammer.
And Dr. B with the star for Lane County.
Dr. B with the star stash, hoping for a little confusion. Does break 3, but 4 points going to Doug Drillmore.
Looks like we got time for one more jam before our halftime break. 5-0 Hot Fuzz stepping up to the line for Lane County. 4-0-3 Rice Ball with the star for Chinook. And Rice Ball is your lead jammer.
Hot Fuzz hit to that inside, recycling himself.
And remember, everyone, always recycle your bottles, your cans, and your jammers.
Rice Ball found an inside line, picked up a fast 4 points.
See, now every time Rice Ball comes by, I get hungry because I think of rice balls and I want sushi.
Oh, really? See, every time we talk about rice ball, I want an actual rice ball. It's like an Italian thing. It's
Unfamiliar
delicious.
with it. All right. Man, we're coming into our halftime. Lane County 96, Chinook City 55. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on track 3. Come back in just 9 minutes. We're going to have our second half. This has been one.
Absolutely.
All right. We are going to go ahead and cut to our commercials here. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Our 403 rice ball on the line for Chinook.
4-2 Grimes out there for Lane County.
And both jammers are off, and they are in it to win it. Rice ball is your lead jammer.
Grimes stuck behind that pack, but clears it. Rice ball already with that lead jammer. Looking for some points. And Rice ball picking up 4 points and calling it off, setting a decisive tone for how Chinook's going to handle the second half.
Some perns, as we call them in the South, perns.
Perts.
Hashtag Southern. 6'9", Dr. B on the jam line for Lane County.
That is 7571 shock for Chinook.
But maybe shock from Chinook will get us all shook. It's a dash across our Derby Warehouse jam line. Oh, but Shock takes a hit from 1-7 Austin.
But is lead jammer.
It looks like one of the Chinook blockers and the Chinook pivot are both off to the penalty box, along with 1-7 Austin. 4 points in the sky for Chinook.
Three-on-three blockers out there. Shock coming up, picking up 2 more points for Chinook. That was 6 points this jam, 65. Lane County held scoreless 2 jams in a row.
And now lining up for Chinook, we've got number 9-3, Doug Drillmore.
And that is 5-0 Hot Fuzz for Lane County.
Both of them off. Hot Fuzz trying to come through on the outside, coming through on the inside. And he gets lead jammer.
Doug Drillmore hot on his tail, though. Some jammer engagement happening.
Ooh, lots of spills happening right at the end of that one on turn 3. Talking about letting the bodies hit the floor, am I right? Loose change?
Woo. 0 points, goose eggs all around.
And for those of you watching from home, don't forget to hashtag Big O 2019 on all your tournament posts. We do read them. I've got the feed up right here.
And if you're in the venue, don't forget about our after party at Hot Mama's Wings tonight.
Ooh, Hot Mamas. I heard they were amazing. I can't wait to try it.
Mr. Large going up against a rice ball.
Ooh, Mr. Large battling it out. Oh, and slides right through Mad Piper and number 1-1, the Herminator.
Ooh, fast foot race. Hit to the outside. And forearm being called.
Right at the end of it. It looks like he was trying to call it off as he was getting issued the penalty. So I think Yep, he's sitting in the box, so looks like it's looks like that is totes legit. Totes legit.
So this will be a power jam start for Grimes.
Grimes off the Derby Warehouse jam line like the rocket he is. He is your lead jammer.
Nice little apex jump there. A little. Ooh,
Oh!
my goodness. Grimes is one of the taller skaters that I feel like I've seen out there recently. And when he tries to kind of scooch down and make himself a little shorter, he's still fairly tall.
Oh, absolutely.
4 points so far. Looks like there's another shark fin is what you call it?
Yeah, a 4-point shark's fin. That's what I call it when the jam ref has their fingers together for the 4. When they're apart, that's a bear claw. And see, if I was a ref, I would curl them so it looks more like a claw, you know? Like, "Arr, bear claw."
But then your wonderful officials would have a harder time seeing it.
You know, that's probably why it's best I'm not a referee, and the people who actually know what they're doing are out there in the stripes and in the black shirts. But now we've got 7-5, 7-1 shock on the gem line for Chinook.
And that is 9-6 Dr. B for Lane County. A little bit of a kerfluffle there. Everybody going every which way. But that is Dr. B with the lead jammer.
He really just sliced right on through like a surgeon.
With almost like surgical precision.
And he put a 4-point scalpel in the sky as he came through on that one.
I enjoy the fact that we've just decided that Dr. B is a surgeon. Who knows what he's actually a doctor in?
If he hits you hard enough, you don't need anesthesia.
And Dr. B calling it off, but not before another 2 points, bringing Lane County to 1-12. Chinook at 65. Just about 7 minutes into this second half.
You know, while you're out here, we've got real adventure real close. Playing your Oregon vacation at Eugene, the Cascade Mountains, and the coast. It is gorgeous out here, you guys. Come check it out if you haven't been out here, if you're listening at home. This is my first time in the Pacific Northwest, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here. It's been so fun.
So we currently have an official review happening. If memory serves, it was being called by Chinook. I believe that's who I saw doing the nice little official review sign. So if you want to talk about visiting the Pacific Northwest, I flew into Seattle last night while it was still light out, and I could see all the mountains above the clouds. It was wonderful.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, we're both from pretty places. Like, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And so we know nice when we see it.
This is true. We have a lot of green, a lot of greenery everywhere.
They call Eugene the Emerald City, and it's definitely living up to that because there is just so much vibrant, riotous green everywhere. It looks like our referees are conferring among themselves so they can get this official review nailed down.
So like I was talking about earlier, so tonight our after party is at Hot Mama's Wings. It is all ages, starts at 9 p.m. So Hot Mama's been serving Eugene for over 8 years at 13th and Lawrence. They do a good all-natural chicken wing with a bunch of sandwiches, salads, microbrews, as well as the occasional cocktail.
Do like a good cocktail.
Mm-hmm. Hot Mama's Wings are 100% locally owned, born, and raised. So go get yourself some local chicken.
I actually passed by there on my way here, and man, I want to get a piece of that. I can't wait. That's going to be a good after party. And it looks like we see some of our NSOs over here on the sides. And we're panning across. All right, we're coming out of our official review, it looks like. going to give a shout out to my buddy Lloyd at Hit Squad TV out there. What up, Hit Squad? We're coming back into it. Number 9-3, Doug Drillmore on the jam line for Chinook. 5-0 Hot Fuzz with the star for Lane County. Currently 112-65 in favor of the local lads and lasses of Lane. And Hot Fuzz dives right through on the inside to grab lead jammer.
A nice little assist there by Defensive Destroyer with a quick little hop to the back and nice little shove. So we want to say a big thank you to all of our officials that are assisting with us today. Lauren Order, Genetic Disorder, Wookie Mistake, X-Ray Ted, Don Scorleone, Jersey, Grafty, Reed DeRules, Tumble Tina, Doof Warrior, Torque Mama, Flourish and Blocks, Tuck and Roll, D Baggins, Geo Knitter, and Connie. Literally, without you, roller derby would not happen. So thank you.
Back on the jam line, 1-7 Austin for Lane County. 4-0-3 Rice Ball with the star for Chinook. It looks like Austin has been awarded lead position and is out racing his way around, while the Lane County blockers do their best to hold back Rice Ball, pulling him all the way back to turn 3. Austin...
So I think this is the second time we've seen Austin with the star now for Lane County, and he's picked up 4 points so far and calls it off, but not before picking up another 4 as Rice Ball was just about to hit the back of that pack. Team timeout being called by Chinook.
This is our first team timeout of the game. And I want to give a shout out to my buddy Scarlett O'Herdia, who's an announcer with Houston Roller Derby, who's watching us on the stream out there.
Hi, Scarlett.
And don't forget to hashtag all of your posts on all the social medias. Hashtag Big O 2019. Put it on your Twitter, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Gram. On your I don't know what else the kids use these days.
You gotta do it for the Gram.
Does anybody still use ICQ?
What?
AOL Instant Messenger? Yahoo Messenger?
No.
LiveJournal?
No.
MySpace?
No.
Ah, the heck with it. We're getting back into it. 7-5, 7-1. Shock on the jam line for Chinook City. 4-2 Grimes with the star for Lane County. Our excellent jam timer calling out 5 seconds. And there she goes. I love a really authoritative jam timer. That's what you want. And what you also want is to get lead, which is what Grimes is doing right now. Dashing all the way back across the Derby Warehouse jam line. Re-engage with the pack. Takes a spill at turn 2. Calls it off from the floor. Looks like maybe 3 points in the sky on that one.
Don't forget that Hit This Derby Gear is the exclusive skate shop here for the Big O. If you need anything before you hit the track, hit this.
Number 9-3, Doug Drillmore with the star for Chinook. Dr. B, number 6-9 for Lane County.
But that is Doug Drillmore picking up a lead jammer. Dr. B not far behind as all the blockers start getting themselves into position. Dr. B with a fancy hop, skip, and a jump on that inside line for 4 points.
Four points for both jammers on that one, so it was nice to see some equal scoring happening there.
As long as they're having fun, that's all that matters.
That's right. Louisiana referee Sista Boom Boom watching us at home. Asked me what I know about that ICQ. Getting back into it, 5-0. Hot Fuzz with the star for Lane County.
And that is none other than our wonderful 403 Rice Ball, making me more and more hungry for lunch, and more lunch. Rice Ball picking up that lead jammer. Meanwhile, Hot Fuzz stuck behind that wall of Chinook City blockers.
Rice Ball busting through a 4-point bear claw in the sky. And we had a star pass to number 9-9 Defensive Destroyer on Lane County. It's a Rice Ball off to the box. Looks like on a forearm penalty.
Pack a little bit at a standstill. Well, jammer. So 99 Defensive Destroyer, only jammer right now out there. Rice
And it looks
Ball
like
sitting in that penalty box.
Yep, he's off for a track cut. 403 Rice Ball coming back in. Defensive Destroyer will only have to spend as much time in the box as everyone knows as Rice Ball did, but Rice Ball was on his feet, which means he had served out almost his full penalty.
Rice Ball clearing that whole pack, picking up 4 points. Rice Ball keeping an eye on his fellow jammer. Another 4 more for Rice Ball as Defensive Destroyer has been released from that penalty box.
And he keeps taking hit after hit from 7, 8, 9. Van Awesome and 1-1, the Herminator.
Lane County 132, Chinook 83 with 17 and a half remaining in this second half. We've got 7-5, 7-1 shock on the line for Chinook, going up against 53 Mr. Large for Lane County.
Oh, and a nice throw to the floor on the part of the Chinook blockers. Number 9-8, Show Me Your Hits, and number 5-2, Dev Null. But it is not enough to stop Mr. Large from racing through on the outside to get the lead.
Shock cleared that pack as well. But the jam is called. High fives, smiles, and good jobs abound, as that is 3 more points on the board for Lane County.
We've got just over 16 minutes left in our game, 135-83. It's a 50-point game.
Doug Drillmore out there with the star for Chinook, going up against, is that Grimes? It is Grimes for Lane County.
But Doug Drillmore is your lead jammer. What'd you say? But Doug Drillmore busts around for 4 points. Grimes has just completed his initial, is racing around behind. Doug Drillmore comes through on the inside, calls it off. Looks like 3 more points in the sky for Chinook City. Only a 45-point difference in the scores now. Chinook could come up from behind on this one, but they've got a lot of work to do. They didn't come all this way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada to not do their best on the track. 403 Rice Ball with the star for Chinook. 6'9 Dr. B on our Derby Warehouse jam line for Lane County. Dr. B getting recycled back across the Derby Warehouse jam line.
That was by Dodger Balls, 0-0 for Chinook.
And 403 Rice Ball also recycled back, but making their way through. Oh, Rice Ball going head-to-head with number 2-3, Showtime. And is your lead jammer.
Attempt there at a apex jump by Dr. B, but shut down, having to cause him to recycle. But that is 4 more.
Oh, and another track cut on number 403, Rice Ball. Do believe at this point he is in serious risk of fouling out. 4 in the sky for Dr. B.
Dr. B with that lead jammer. Nope, sorry. Rice Ball was the lead jammer. So without a lead jammer, we're going to have a full 2 minutes. But Dr. B's been able to put up 12 points so far for Lane County.
Four more in the sky for Lane County at the end of that one. 16 points total on that jam. Wow, that's a monster.
3 points there for Chinook. And timeout being called by Chinook. With just about 12 and a half minutes, 151 Lane County. Chinook sitting at 93. I want to tell you real quickly about the Eugene Weekly. It is Lane County's local alternative and free newspaper. Your insight into Eugene and everything it brings can be found online at eugeneweekly.com.
I got to tell you, whenever I visit a new city, I always make a point to pick up the local alternative rag, because that's where you're going to find all the most fun stuff in a city if you're not like totally basic.
We've got one, it's called the City Pages. It's great. Gonna need to go find me a Eugene Weekly, or just look at eugeneweekly.com. That'd be smarter since I'm on my phone anyways.
They have a bunch of pickup boxes actually on the street in downtown Eugene, so it should be easy to find on your way to our after party.
Hot Mama's Wings.
Hot Mama's Wings.
Nice.
We're coming back in out of our timeout. 7571 Shock with the star for Chinook. 5-0 Hot Fuzz coming through on the inside for Lane County. Hot Fuzz picks up lead, tries to come around. Shock is getting recycled to almost to the pivot line. Fighting his way around, scrambling through. Shock busting out. As Hot Fuzz gets knocked around.
Both jammers engaging with that pack, but that is 4 points for Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz slicing through for another 4.
Shock recycling all the way back to that turn 2. Shock doing his best to get past all of those blockers for Lane County. But those blockers are having none of it and saying none shall pass.
None shall pass.
Hot Fuzz picking up a couple more points. Looks like that is 16 in total. Chinook putting 4 on the board themselves. Lane County currently sitting 167, Chinook 97 with 11 minutes remaining.
Nine-3 Doug Drillmore on the jam line for Chinook.
And that is Grimes for Lane County. Doug Drillmore going to that outside line. Grimes attempting the inside. A little push, little shuffle. The pack clears turn 2, and Grimes picking up a lead jammer. Doug Drillmore, though, hot on his heels. As Grimes calls it off.
It looks like 2 points in the sky for Lane, 1 point for Chinook. 169-98 in favor of the local lads and lasses of Lane. I know I've said that one twice already. Hashtag deal with it. Hashtag joke.
Hashtag old.
7-3 Mad Piper with the jammer star for Chinook.
And that is Dr. B out there for Lane County. Both jammers coming up against those blockers. Looks like, yes, that is Dr. B reporting to the penalty box. Mad Piper picking up that lead jammer. Mad Piper hit to the outside, gonna recycle back. And that is 4 points for the Mad Piper. Meanwhile, all the blockers for Lane County and Chinook position themselves.
Oh, Mad Piper taking a spill on the inside, but is able to stay within bounds, putting up 4 points in the sky. It's been an 8-point jam for him so far.
Scooby Smack deciding that he just wants to be Mad Piper's best friend.
You're my best friend. Nobody who paid for this stream paid for it to hear me sing. I'm sorry. Not sorry. We'll do it again. 169-107 in favor of Lane County. We're looking at a 59-point game here. Wait, or is my math really bad? 58-point game, maybe. Sorry, I can't do math. Good. We got a timeout. No, sorry, official review happening right now. So this will be the official review used for both teams, which you don't see in the games a lot these days.
It's a 62-point difference.
You're right. You're right. I dumbed on that one.
So if you do like the 69 minus 7.
What?
I know. Because they both have 100, so it's like you don't need to worry about that part. So as their official review is deciding who's going to buy the first set of wings at the after party.
Wings.
Wings. Don't forget, so the Big O is really kind of one of the starts for the tournament season. So there's all sorts of tournaments that are going to be happening. Go check out the WFTDA website, but also those WFTDA Continental Cups.
Yep.
WFTDA.com/cups will give you all of the information that you could ever want on them.
Yeah, we're going to have Continental Cups playoffs, and then we're going to have our first ever internationally hosted champs this year.
Ooh.
It's going to be in Montreal, and I do believe they are here for this tournament.
I think we've got a couple teams from Montreal here.
I think so. It's a big city, a lot of awesome folks, and we're coming back into it out of our official review. Number 93, Doug Drillmore with the star for Chinook. Looks like starting by himself as number 69, Dr. B, in the penalty box. We got a lot of scrambling happening around, and it looks like Doug Drillmore is your lead jammer.
The pack at a standstill over on turn 2. Starts rolling as Doug rolls through himself. But Doug picking up a track cut will be reporting to the penalty box. Meanwhile, Dr. B has been released. So Dr. B is looking to pick up some points.
No, he picked up a track cut.
Oh, goodness.
We got dueling jammers here. This will go its full 2 minutes now. We've only got a minute left in the jam. So it remains to be seen how much of a difference that's going to make. But Doug Drillmore and his team need to use every second they can. But Dr. B is back out of the box. Both jammers are in it to thrill it. 4 points in the sky for Doug Drillmore and nothing for Dr. B on this pass. And Dr. B threw on his scoring trip for 4 points in the sky.
Both jammers engaging with those opposing blockers. Nice triangles of defense happening. Looks like 4 points. Oh, nope, excuse me. 7 points for Lane County. 8 points for Chinook.
And we've got just under 6 minutes left to go.
Timeout being called by Lane County.
That is Lane County's first use of the team timeout in this game. Chinook have used 2. Both teams have used their official review. Actually, it looks like Chinook still has their official review. Lane used their official review in both halves. I figured out a thing.
Nicely done.
And don't forget to stay tuned here to track 3 on our next game coming up at 2 o'clock Pacific time. Red Stick Roller Derby from Baton Rouge, Louisiana versus Wasatch Roller Derby from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's going to be an exciting one, and I'll be on the mic for that one. And one of our Twitter aficionados says that that might be one of the best games of the whole weekend. He's buying a watch pass just to watch the game.
That's exciting.
Right? That's a fan right there.
All right, well, let's see. We've got, that is Shock on the Derby Warehouse Jam line going up against Grimes. Shock working through, picks up that lead jammer. Grimes clears the pack as well. Fast. all sorts of speed happening. Shock picking up a quick 4 points, calling it off, holding Grimes scoreless as we round out on that 5-minute mark. 176 Lane County, 119 Chinook.
All right, 7-3 Mad Piper on the line for Chinook, up against 5-0 Hot Fuzz with the star for Lane County. And it looks like Mad Piper is your lead jammer.
Mad Piper, a new jammer in this second half for Chinook, and has been extremely effective so far.
Mad Piper taking a measured approach, diving into the pack, calls off the jam. It's like 1 point picked up by Lane County despite the efforts.
2 points picked up for Mad Piper.
Very nice, very nice. Number 5-3, Mr. Large, wearing the star for Lane County. 9-3, Doug Drillmore on our Derby Warehouse jam line for Chinook City.
The pack stretches, the pack smushes back together, but that is Mr. Large picking up that lead jammer. Doug Drillmore cleared the pack as well. Two, 1 point Lane County, 2 point there again for Chinook.
Shout out to Easy Break Oven, who is watching all the way from Argentina. Who definitely wanted to shout out our Chinook City Roller Derby Glenmore boys. Just 3 minutes left in the game. 4-2 Grimes on the jam line with 7-5, 7-1 Shock.
Shock finds that inside line, picking up a lead. Grimes recycled to the back yet again. Shock using some fast feet, juking back and forth, working through that pack. But Shock calls it off. Not for putting 4 points on the board for Chinook. Last few jams, Chinook's been doing a real good job of coming out with a positive point, whether it's been 2-1, 2-1, 4-0.
And we got just 2 minutes as maybe the final jam of the game. 6-9 Dr. B on the jam line up against 7-3 Mad Piper. They're both scrambling across our Derby Warehouse jam line. DerbyWarehouse.com for all your Derby gear needs. Both jammers mired up in turn 2. Mad Piper coming through and is your lead jammer.
And looks like we've got a star pass. So your new jammer of note for Lane County is Defensive Destroyer.
All right, and team timeout being called by Lane County.
Team timeout being called by Chinook.
Yep, I called it wrong when I said Lane County earlier. I thought I heard the referee saying timeout black. But that was my bad.
You know, there's a lot going on. So this is only the third track. So that means we've got a second track as well as a first track in this space. You add more people, more teams, all the things happening. It's, bound to happen.
There's just so much roller derby happening this weekend. This isn't even the only tournament going on. You've got Put Up Your Tukes. You've got K-Town Shakedown. There's no shortage, but I'm glad that y'all are here, either in person or watching from home.
Is K-Town Shakedown this weekend? I thought it was
It
last.
is.
My calendar was wrong then. I had it as last weekend.
No, K-Down Shakedown was last weekend, and Put Up Your Tukes is this weekend. Okay. I'm sorry. That was my bad. But now we got 1-7 Austin with the star for Lane County.
Going up against Doug Drillmore for Chinook. And that is Doug Drillmore picking up a lead.
As he so often does, and it's a power jam as Austin is off to the box. With just 40 seconds left on the period clock, this is almost certainly going to be the final jam of the game.
I disagree with that assessment. We could still have another one.
We could, but I doubt it. There's still weirder things have happened.
Just to prove you wrong, Doug Drillmore calls it off.
20 seconds left on the period clock. Official review being called, which means we will have one more jam.
Mm-hmm. It looks as though... It looks as though that Chinook is using their official review as a timeout, which is something that you can do.
Thanks for clarifying that, read the rules. Read the rules is awesome, by the way. One of our excellent NSOs out here.
I mean, when we've got officials like Lauren Order, Genetic Disorder, Wookie Mistake, X-Ray Ted, Don Scorleone, Jersey, Graffy, Read the Rules, Tumble Tina, Doof Warrior, Torque Mama, Flourish and Blocks, Tuck and Roll, D Baggins, Geo Knitter, Connie. That's a whole lot of real good brain going on. Officials give good brain. We love their brains.
That's right. Flashing a love symbol for all of our officials out here. Thank you guys for making this awesome and also possible. And we're coming back in for our final jam.
You said that like 3 times now, and we still keep having more roller derby. I'm going to still keep disagreeing with you.
I know this weekend is magic. Anyway, that's Shock on the jam line for Chinook City.
And Shock is in a power start as Austin is still in that penalty box. So now we can talk about the fact that this is the last jam. The period clock has ended. The jam clock is still going.
It's the final countdown. And Austin gets out to grab the lead position. And he's going to go for the points. He's gone for it. Throws 4 points in the sky. Shark spin cutting through the air. Da-da.
Austin coming up against the last couple.
Oh, Austin signaled to the penalty box. This is now a leadless jam. And we've had a star pass to number
that is
0-0 Dodger Balls. Sorry. Dodger Balls has the star in his hand and is taking hit after hit, takes a spill. Takes another hit from 9-9 Defensive Destroyer, but it doesn't knock him out of bounds, so he doesn't have to recycle. So he zips right on through, puts the star in his head. 20 seconds left in the game. Austin is out of the box. Dodger comes through on the inside. Both jammers putting up 4 points.
And there we have it. That is the end of the Chinook City Roller Derby going up against a Lane County Concussion. It looks like it was 8 points for Lane County, 4 points for Chinook in that last jam. 186 Lane County, 135 Chinook. As the Chinook players high five and woo one another in front of our bench. Well, this has been a delight. Do we have the official? And there we have it. I thought I heard a rolling whistle. We do. Final score, 186-135. Congratulations, Lane County Concussion, on taking home your first win of the Big O 2019. I am Loose Change.
My name is Hazenberg. Stay tuned to track 3. We're going to have Red Stick versus Wasatch up in just half an hour. Thank you for joining us on Big O. We've got 2 other tracks of awesome derby action for you to check out as well. We will see you on the next one.